punk has become a kind of a holy grail within the rock and roll world. But for a time,
but if you were involved in it, it's not so much of a holy grail as
of course,
as a plastic cup. If you're involved in it on the day to day and all the fights and how many people you have to avoid, and this one doesn't talk to this one,
right.
And this one didn't get into they didn't know who he was. I mean, if you have to listen to all that crapola, it's not so much a holy grail as a plastic cup.
I know that I play in a band with Clem, and I know that as an insider.
Right.
Not even the bands themselves get along.
The Blondie story is the Ramones story all over again.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, I think who is at fault here is the Beach Boys, because they set the precedent for being dysfunctional. and every American band who started off as teenagers, they all end up hating each other. And if you had to hang around with your senior high school class for the rest of your life, that's what it's like.
It's a recipe for dysfunction, isn't it?
Yes. So it's fun and it's great, and I can't believe, when my mom's boyfriend used to talk about World War II, it had been 20 or 30 years ago, and I thought that was ancient. And now
we're doing it.
What we did 20 or 30 years ago is still resounding through the culture, which is what I find fascinating. And I think we set it up right because, there wasn't a political thing. It was about personal freedom. So, any 13-year-old kid can dye his hair green from manic panic, hair dye, washes out in the shower, and get a guitar and scream, screw you, mom, or whatever.
That leads me to my next question, which is about rebellion. Do you think that, kids today have that rebel spirit, or do you think that they've kind of become quite traditional, actually?
They're sexting on their cell phones. They're sending naked pictures to one another. I mean, it has evolved into such a technologically texting. I don't even know how to text. And all these people are texting and getting into huge car accidents because of texting. And it'll always be.
Is the next book going to be called Please Text Me?
Probably not.
Please sext me.
I think please sext me. Now please sext me. There's a title. I'll go with that one.
Well, thanks very much for talking to us today.
No,
I won't take up too much time.
Yeah.
Please sext me.
Yeah, please sext me. That's the new book. But if I do it, please kill me.